Welcome to the second lecture on Module 3 of the subject Manufacturing Processes. I am Dr. Manish Mukhopadhyay, and today we will be discussing about the different systems of description of tool geometry, of cutting tool geometry, geometry of a single point turning tool or SPTT. Okay. Uh, Now I think we are a little bit familiarized with the terms such as rake angle, clearance angle, rake surface, etc. Now, the word tool geometry is basically referred to some specific angles or slope of the salient faces and edges of the tools at their cutting point. Rake angle and clearance angle are the most significant of all the cutting tools. Now, what is rake angle? It is the angle of inclination of rake surface from reference plane. This reference plane, this surface is inclined, the amount of inclination of this surface measured from reference plane is known as your rake angle, given by gamma. Now, clearance angle is the angle of inclination of clearance or flank face from the finished surface. As we can see, this one, after the material has been removed in form of chips, this is the machined surface. This machined surface makes the angle which it makes with the flank face of the tool is known as your clearance angle. I think this part is clear to everyone. If it is still not very clear, we will be discussing about it in the classes which we will be having. Okay. Now coming on to the systems of description of tool geometry. Generally, the tool geometry of a cutting tool can be described in more than one format. These are the different formats in which the tool geometry is specified. The first one is tool in hand system, then machine reference system or ASC system, then tool reference system, under which orthogonal rake system ORS or normal rake system NRS is there. Then comes work reference system. Now, what is tool in hand system? Tool in hand system is a particular type of system where only salient features of the cutting tool point are identified or visualized. There is no quantitative information of the values of the different angles of the cutting tool. It is basically similar to whenever you are holding a mouse. Suppose this mouse, whenever you are holding, if we are going to describe this mouse in tool in hand system, then we will be only concerned about how many buttons it have, how does the scroll wheel rotates or not, whether it has a rotating, both way rotating scroll wheel, whether it is laser pointed or not. That's it. It does not talks about the, suppose the lines, the DPI setting of the mouse. How can we control it? It is not that detailed. So tool in hand system is basically as simple as holding a tool in your hand and naming it as per the as a very normal standard. Okay. Now coming on to machine reference system or ASA system, that is American Standards Association system. There are three planes of references and the coordinates are chosen based on the configuration and axis of the machine tool concerned. Okay, basically these are divided into three there are three coordinates, okay, x, y and z, similar to x, y and z. We'll be learning about them later in this lecture. Okay, the difference between machine reference system and tool reference system is that whenever a tool is loaded in machine reference system, the direction of the planes is given as per the movement of the tool or the movement of the machine or the tool post. Whereas in tool reference system, in both ORS and NRS, the nomenclature is based on the cutting edges, the inclination or the orientation of the cutting edges of the single point turning tool. Okay. Then comes work reference system, WRS. It is a more complex nomenclature process, and generally it is different for different manufacturers, where they use special codes in order to describe a particular system of nomenclature. We'll be only concerned about ASA system, ORS system and NRS system. Now the first thing is tool in hand system. I hope that you remember the concepts which we have spoken about during our previous lecture. Now in tool in hand system, suppose we are holding a tool in our hand. From there, as I have shown you, I think in the previous lecture itself, a tool is loaded like this onto the tool post. Okay, there this principal cutting edge is the edge with which the main interaction of the workpiece takes place. Adjacent to the principal cutting edge, we generally have auxiliary cutting edge, which seldom interferes with the machine surface and minute amount of material removal occurs. With principal cutting edge, it is associated with principal flank or clearance surface, which is provided. This clearance or flank surfaces are provided in order to facilitate the clearance, to maintain the clearance of the cutting tool from the work surface apart from the principal cutting edge. If no clearance is provided, then this cutting edge would not take part, only this cutting edge won't take part into the cutting action. Rather, the total surface, the total plane will take part into the interaction, and there will be many associated if that happens, many issues associated with it if that happens. Okay. Similarly, with auxiliary cutting edge, auxiliary flank surfaces are associated, and apart from that, this is the rake surface. I hope that we have had a discussion about the rake surface, its orientation and its benefits and demerits, limitations. Now coming on to machine reference system or ASA system. In machine reference system, the three planes of references are chosen based on the configuration of the axis of the machine tool concerned. If this is the tool post, it is the cutting tool loaded over the tool post, then in this direction longitudinal feed is given, so this is my x direction. In this direction depth of cut is provided, which is my cross direction. This is my y-axis. Okay, and the plane corresponding to this x and y-axis are pi x and pi y. The plane on which these axes are taken or considered is my pi r, reference plane. Now what is reference plane? Reference plane is the plane perpendicular to the velocity vector. Whenever this cutting and this workpiece is being rotated, whenever it is rotating, okay, it is rotating like this, there is a velocity vector acting in this direction. And the plane perpendicular to the velocity vector, as you can see, VC, the plane perpendicular to the velocity vector is known as your reference plane. Now comes pi x, that is the machine longitudinal plane, or the plane perpendicular to pi r and taken in the direction of assumed longitudinal feed. Plane perpendicular to pi r in the direction of assumed longitudinal feed. In this direction, the longitudinal feed is given in order to perform, let's suppose, the turning operation. Okay, in this direction, the plane is known as pi x. Similarly, pi y is perpendicular to both pi r and pi x, and this is on the direction direction of cross feed. Okay, this is the cross feed, depth of cut, direction of depth of cut. It is given, the plane on this direction is known as pi y. I hope that we have now understood about the planes. Now, moving further, now this ASA system of references, in ASA system of referencing, generally a cutting tool is specified in this manner: gamma y, gamma x, y, alpha x, phi e, phi s, and r in inch. Okay, now what are these? These are nothing but the angles. This is gamma y is your back rake angle. This is the angle of inclination. Basically, you need to understand one thing: whenever we are representing some angles in degrees, that means they are 2D angle. Okay, in 2D angle, generally what we do is we take cross sections of some of the different parts of the cutting tool or the tip of the cutting tool, and the angle it makes, actually whatever the plane you select, if you put the tool on that plane, it makes an angle automatically with the mutually corresponding perpendicular planes. Okay, the angle which it makes being placed on a particular reference plane with some other plane, that may be pi x, pi y, or pi r, it gives a value of the angles in degree of the cutting tool. Okay, the first one is gamma y. Gamma y is back rake angle, that is angle of inclination of the rake surface from the reference plane, and is measured on machine transverse plane, that is pi y. The angle of inclination of rake surface from the reference plane, that is whenever you are measuring this on pi y. I'll be showing this to you in a nice animation after this slide. Okay, now coming on to pi x, gamma x, that is your axial rake or side rake. This is the angle of inclination of rake surface from the reference plane and measured on machine reference plane, that is pi x. Okay, then comes your side clearance angle, that is alpha x. It is the angle of inclination of principal flank from machine surface or cutting velocity and measured on pi x plane. Similarly, there are different terms like alpha y, phi s, phi e. Then comes nose radius, which is given in inch. In the previous lecture, I actually missed a very important point about nose radius. If you see carefully, at the meeting point of principal cutting edge and auxiliary cutting edge, generally a very fine radius is provided. Why it is provided? Otherwise, if it is very sharp, I had given an example of a very sharp pencil. in the previous lecture. What happens when you write with a very sharp pencil? It actually breaks away very easily, the tip of the pencil. And whenever it forms a slight a radius or a slight curvature at the tip of the pencil, it writes very smoothly. For similar effect, in order to avoid the chipping away of the tool tip, a very fine amount of nose radius is given. Generally, it is not more than 0.8 millimeter. Okay. Now coming on to the visualization of the angles in ASA system. Let us see a video. See, there is a single point cutting tool where the rake angle is downwards, so it is positive. Now this is the pi x plane. If we get the cross section along pi x plane and we are seeing the pi x plane, then the angle which it makes is a side rake. This is the pi r then. Have you got it? This is the shank portion is your pi r plane and this is the pi x plane. So this is your side rake angle, okay, measured with pi r on pi x, and this is the side relief angle measured on pi x with pi y. This is in this direction, in this longitudinal direction, this line is your pi y. Okay. Then comes, this is your pi r plane, the plane perpendicular to velocity vector. When a cross section is taken, see, this is the end cutting edge angle measured on pi r, the angle of the clearance angle or the principal auxiliary cutting edge with your pi x plane is your end cutting edge angle. Then this is your side cutting edge angle. This line, the straight line over here, is your pi y, the angle between the principal cutting edge and the pi y plane is your side cutting edge angle. And nose radius is given over here. I think we all are clear about nose angle or nose radius. Now this is your pi y plane along cross feed direction. Now on pi y plane, the measurement of this rake angle with pi r is your back rake angle, and the measurement of this is your pi x plane in this direction. The measurement of the clearance angle, the clearance face with your pi x is your end relief angle. This angle is known as the wedge angle of the cutting tool. Greater the wedge angle, we will get a tool having greater strength. Now I think it is quite clear now how the nomenclature of angles are taking place in ASA system. If at all there are problems, I think there will be problems or questions in this. We will be discussing about them in the class allotted. Now coming on to orthogonal rake system. This orthogonal rake system or normal rake system, how? First, initially we need to understand how orthogonal rake system is related to ASA system of nomenclature or machine reference system. If we understand that, the measurement is similar to the measurement as we have carried out in ASA system of reference. Okay, how these both are related? As you can see, in ASA, as it is machine reference system, and in machine this is the longitudinal feed as well as this is the cross feed. So the planes are mutually perpendicular and is shown in and is taken as this. Okay, but in ORS, as it is the tool reference system, nomenclature is in favor of the angles made by the cutting tool. Okay, how it is related or different from ASA? This YM, whenever it is rotated with the angle of inclination which the cutting tool is making, we get Y orthogonal. Okay, let us see using let us draw to understand this better. Yeah. Suppose I have something, this was the initial, suppose this is the cutting tool. Suppose this is the cutting tool and this is your principal cutting edge. Okay, in ASA system of referencing, this was your pi r, that is your reference plane, and in this direction was your pi x, and in this direction was your pi y. Okay, let us draw. This was your pi x, this was your pi y. Okay, now in ORS system, this pi y, this over here, this pi y is rotated at an angle which coincides with the cutting edge. This is your new direction. Suppose this is theta. Okay, so this pi y is rotated by theta and we get pi o. This is your orthogonal plane. Let me check once again. I think this is my orthogonal, sorry, this is pi c. Yeah, this is pi c. This is your cutting plane. Okay, and the plane perpendicular to pi c is your pi o, orthogonal plane. Like so, from here let me okay, check. It is rotated with angle theta, so the new coordinate is this. Again this is rotated by angle theta, so we get a plane like this. Okay, initially what was pi y and pi x changed to pi c and pi o. This is the basic difference between ASA system of referencing and ORS system of referencing. Now if we go to the nomenclature part, you can see this pi r is reference plane, pi c is the cutting plane, and pi o is the orthogonal plane. Okay, I think we already know about these things. Now this is the system with which the tool angles are shown in orthogonal rake system. Suppose pi o, what is pi o? Orthogonal clearance angle of the principal flank, that is angle of inclination of principal flank pi c and measured on pi o. Similar interpretation of the cutting angles, measurement from different planes, but we just need to understand about the shifting of the planes in the different nomenclature systems. Now here a special term, a very unique term or a new term is located. This is lambda. What is this? This is the inclination angle. What is this? Angle between pi c, that is your cutting plane, from the direction of assumed longitudinal feed gamma x and measured on pi c. Okay. This inclination angle is a new term which has arrived in orthogonal rake system. What is this? Whenever you are measuring on pi c, the angle which it is making with this pi yo or orthogonal plane is your lambda. That is your inclination angle. Okay. Here the nose radius is given in given in millimeters, and the importance of nose radius I think we have already discussed. Now ASA system has limited advantages and use like convenience of inspection. However, this ORS system actually is very easy to use, or rather frequently used for research and development purpose. Otherwise, in case of manufacturing industries, generally ASA system of nomenclature is used in order to name the, or in order to denote a cutting tool. Now coming on to normal rake system. Okay. Now prior to that, this is complete. Now coming on to rake system, the basic normal rake system, the basic difference between orthogonal rake system and normal rake system is the fact that in ORS, rake and clearance angles are visualized in orthogonal plane, whereas in NRS those angles are visualized in another plane called normal plane, that is denoted by pi n. This yn, the plane over this is your pi n. The orthogonal plane is simply normal to pi r and pi c, irrespective of the inclination of the cutting edges, lambda. But pi n in normal rake system is always normal to the cutting edge. How this ORS and NRS are different? In this figure, you may see that this is your pi c. Okay. This is your pi c, and this is your pi o. In normal rake system, what happens is the planes are not mutually perpendicular to each other. We can locate pi c over here, which remains as pi c in NRS, but this pi o becomes pi n. How does it become pi n? You can locate here pi yn, yo and yn. The angle between this yo and yn is the angle between pi o and pi n. What it is? The plane which was normal to the rake surface, pi r plane, is now made to incline or to lean forward or backward as per the slope of the principal cutting edge. I am repeating, in NRS system, this pi n is nothing but the pi n is inclined as per the inclination of the principal cutting edge. Whatever the inclination of principal cutting edge is, the pi o plane is inclined as per that, because it is mutually perpendicular to the inclination of the principal cutting edge. So the system is not mutually perpendicular until and unless the inclination angle of the cutting tool is 0. Okay. Now similarly, see, in NRS and ORS system, the system of nomenclature is very similar. All the O has been transferred to N because the measurement technique is very similar in both the cases. Okay. Now let us recapitulate about the different tool designation. We have studied ASA, ORS and NRS. Okay, I think you will be able to identify. Now, what is the importance of understanding this? There may be instances where you will be given a particular tool signature in this ASA or ORS system, and you need to identify a particular value or a particular value of the angle of the cutting tool in order to be applied further for further understanding or further implementation in numerical problems. Okay. There is another part which deals about interrelationship or interchangeability between ASA, ORS and NRS system. There is a very good lecture series available of Professor A.B. Chattopadhyay. You may go and refer to that lecture series. I'll be providing the links in the Google Classroom for your help. Okay. Now this brings us to the end of lecture 2 or topic 3 of module 3. Thank you.